One morning, Jesus walked by a quiet lake. The wind was soft, and the sun rose behind the hills. He saw a man shouting proudly in the market. The man wore rich clothes and gold around his neck. He told everyone, "I am wiser and purer than all of you. God loves me the most." Jesus came closer and said gently, "Do you hear God's voice in your heart?" The man laughed. "I don't need to hear. I already know everything." Jesus smiled. "Walk with me. Maybe you'll find something you've never known." They walked until they reached a broken hut. Inside, a sick woman lay on the floor. Her little child cried, "Mother, I'm hungry." The proud man turned away. "This is not my problem." Jesus knelt, touched the woman's hand, and said softly, "God is with you. Rise." She opened her eyes, smiling. "Thank you, man of God." The child hugged his mother. The rich man watched and whispered, "How can she have peace while I have none?" Jesus said, "Pride builds walls between you and heaven. Only when you bow your heart can you hear God's voice." The man fell to his knees, removed his gold chain, and gave it to the woman, and Jesus said, "To let go of pride is the first gate to peace." The next day, Jesus entered a village where two brothers were enemies. They had inherited land from their father, yet they fought daily, screaming in the streets. One shouted, "Step on my ground again, and I'll spill your blood." Jesus stood between them and said, "Tell me, whose land is this?" Silence. He picked up a handful of soil and said, "This soil belongs to God. And you were both made from it. How can dust hate dust?" The older brother growled, "But he stole my right." Jesus answered calmly, "No one can steal your peace unless you hand it over to anger. Anger burns the heart that carries it before it touches another." He led them to a stream. "Put your hands in the water." The cold water flowed over their fingers. "See how the water washes both hands, not one more than the other." Water does not judge, it forgives. The brothers looked at each other, then embraced and wept. Jesus smiled. To let go of anger is the second gate to peace. At dawn, Jesus walked into a busy city filled with trade and noise. The young man ran to him and said, "Teacher, I want to follow you, but my father says I must protect our wealth." Jesus said, "If you seek truth, you must free yourself from the illusion of the world. The world is like a shadow. The more you chase it, the farther it runs." The young man asked, "How can I live in the world and still be free?" Jesus answered, "Be free in your heart. The world cannot drown a heart that does not worship it." They passed men fighting over silver and gold. Jesus said, "They worship the chains they wear. Like birds that forget how to fly for a seed made of gold." That night, the young man returned home and gave his riches to the poor. The next morning, he came back smiling, "My hands are empty, but my soul feels light." Jesus said, "To let go of the world's illusion is the third gate to peace." 3 days passed. The rich man, the brothers, and the young man all came to Jesus. He sat with them beneath a great tree and said, "You turned away from 3 shadows, pride that blinded your eyes, anger that burned your heart, and the world that chained your soul. Now you have found peace, for God lives only in a calm heart, not in the proud, not in the angry, not in the bound." Then Jesus looked to the sky and said, "Father, keep them in the light that never fades." The wind moved through the branches, and silence filled the air. 3 people. 3 cleansed hearts. 1 truth, peace lives in the heart that walks away from pride, anger, and the illusion of the world.